Today, we're following President Donald Trump on his major Asia diplomacy tour, where he's been meeting leaders from Japan, South Korea, and China all in 1 week. It's being called the most ambitious foreign trip of his second term, and honestly, it's a trip that could reshape America's position in Asia. Trump's first stop was Tokyo, Japan, where he met Prime Minister Fumio Kishida. The two leaders discussed defense cooperation and trade, but what really stood out was Trump's message: America wants Asia to carry more of the security burden. He praised Japan's growing military role, saying it's time for shared responsibility. That's a significant shift from the old US-Japan model, where Washington handled most of the heavy lifting. Behind the smiles, though, Japanese officials are worried that this means less US military support in the long run, especially as tensions rise with China over Taiwan. Next, Trump flew to Seoul, where he met President Yoon Suk-yeol. Trump doubled down on his call for South Korea to pay more for US troops stationed on its soil, echoing his first-term stance. He also hinted that South Korea could eventually manage its own nuclear defense, saying, and I quote, "South Korea is capable of protecting itself." That statement sparked a wave of debate, with experts calling it reckless and unclear. Still, both sides did agree on boosting cooperation against North Korea's rising missile tests, which continue despite global warnings. Then came the most dramatic part of the trip: Beijing. Trump met with Chinese President Xi Jinping in a long, closed-door session that lasted nearly 3 hours. While the White House hasn't released full details, both leaders confirmed that the meeting was constructive. They reportedly discussed trade tariffs, Taiwan, and artificial intelligence security, with Trump claiming afterward, "We're getting along better than people think." However, Chinese media painted a more cautious picture, describing the talks as sincere but challenging. And just before leaving, Trump said something that made headlines everywhere: that he's open to a new strategic partnership with China if Beijing helps pressure North Korea to disarm. Analysts say this trip wasn't just about diplomacy, it's about testing the new balance of power in Asia. Japan and South Korea are nervous about shifting US priorities, and China is clearly watching how far Trump is willing to push. As one BBC correspondent put it, "Trump wants deals, not doctrines." That's exactly what this trip showed: short-term promises, photo ops, and bold statements, but no major treaty yet. Still, it's a reminder that the Asia-Pacific remains the real stage for global politics. So what do you think? Was this trip a diplomatic success, or just another round of political theater? Let us know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Live News for more global updates and world analysis.